Hello guys, welcome to the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla channel. Today we're going to go over quickly some tips so that you can make the best steaks that you've ever made or ever had at home. I've been making steaks for a long time, and everyone that's tried them said they're the best steak they've ever had, and this is how I do it. So I'm going to share these secrets with you. First thing you want to do is make sure that you've picked out a good cut of meat. You're not going by price here. You don't have to spend a lot of money to find a good cut of meat. You can see here that you just got to look around, find something with good marbling. We usually choose a T-bone, but ribeyes, porterhouse, New York strip, those are all good choice cuts. Just make sure it's got a little bit of marbling and fat to it. Then you're going to want to find your favorite seasoning. Now, as you cook this, the more times you cook this, you're going to learn how much seasoning you really want. But make sure when you get your steaks, they're not too thin. You want an inch is a good size. Thicker than that's also well, but you're going to have to cook it a little longer. But an inch is perfect size one way or the other. Now, you want to coat both sides completely, and you want to do this an hour before you're going to cook them. Now, we usually use McCormick's because there's a good balance between the salts and the peppers. It uses a rock salt, uses multiple peppers, and I like the flavoring. You can just use regular salt, regular pepper, and you're going to get a good tasting steak if you follow these steps and tips that we're showing you today. Now, the other seasoning I like to use is an Italian blend. It gives a little sweetness to the meat, and I just sprinkle that on last. And we do, like I said, we do this an hour at least before we're going to cook them, and we let that salt and stuff set on the meat to tenderize it. All right? So once you got it all seasoned up the way you want it, you're going to put them in the fridge. Now, you want to make sure your grill is searing hot. I mean real hot. I know this grill doesn't look well. This isn't a beauty contest. This grill has made lots of wonderful food. This disturbs you, I apologize. But you do you on your little pristine grill, and you get the meat that you want. I like the flavoring I get from my meat off this grill. And that's why I leave it the way it is. Hey, I'm not going to hound you about your pristine, clean grill, so don't hound me about mine. Now throw your steaks on there for about a minute on each side, and then flip them over. On searing heat, direct searing heat. You want to kind of seal the outside of that steak, because we're going to keep all that moisture, all that flavor inside the meat as it cooks. Now, after they've cooked on both sides for about a minute, you're going to turn one of your burners off. You're going to push all your coals to one side. However you're cooking, you're going to get these off a direct heat, and you're just going to cook these for about 15, maybe 20 minutes, depending on the size and cut of your steak, in indirect heat. Now, once they're done, you're going to take them out. Look at these beauties. They are so good, and they're going to be the best steaks you've ever had. Now, just cut these apart. They're nice and tender. They melt in your mouth. And this is the best steak that you're ever going to have. Trust me, I get told it all the time. Make sure you keep your bones for your dogs. They'll eat them up like somebody with a sugar tooth eating a bag of Jolly Ranchers. So I hope you guys try these tips out that we showed you today. You're going to have the best steak of your life. See you guys next time.